target was to solve a problem, a question that I asked that started when I was a schoolboy, fortunate to study the Bible, the Old Testament in its original. I raised my hand and asked my teacher a question. It had to do with very enigmatic verses in chapter 6. And I said, why is it translated giants when the word in Hebrew, Nephilim, means those who have come down? And instead of being complimented, I was reprimanded for questioning the Bible. I continued researching. I too was educating myself. I learned Sumerian to read, to be able to read the tablets for myself. Learned Akkadian. Was forced to study some astronomy. So I too went through a process of learning and education. I really began to marvel myself. I said, this is really incredible. This is really incredible that here I wrote a book that was published in 1976 in the United States. It is now in its 45th printing. I'm really amazed myself, and I've been asking myself the question, why? What is the reason for this worldwide interest in the book? I found the reviews of the book, 12th Planet, when it was published in 1976. And one of them, a very favorable one, was in the Library Journal. The reviewer there said the following, that though this idea of extraterrestrials or ancient astronauts having come to Earth and visited Earth has been around, this book the reviewer wrote is different because it doesn't just surmise, it doesn't just say, look at the pyramids, who could have built them? So not the people, so somebody who came here. But it's different because it gives us, allows us to see and read for ourselves the written, the underlying was on the word written, the written evidence of people in antiquity who were to some extent witness to the events and saw and worshipped those who came to Earth. So one book followed another, and it became a series, the Earth Chronicles. They published the so-called companion book, Genesis Revisited, that really took, on the one hand, all the biblical data, which is in effect Sumerian data, and compared it to all our scientific advances until that date, 1990, including what was discovered on Mars, including the famous face and other structures, etc. I started with the Bible. I went into Sumerian, Akkadian, Assyrian, Egyptian, Hittite, anything, and including, of course, the Americas in the book, The Lost Realms. I was asked, how would I describe myself? Am I a Hebrew scholar? Yes. Am I a biblical scholar? Yes. Am I an archaeologist? Yes. I mean, I don't go and dig, but I delve into archaeology. But I said, I'm some of all of that. But what I consider myself is a reporter, because I think that the task that I ended undertaking is to report to people today what people in antiquity knew and witnessed and recorded. I went from telling the story of mankind to telling the story of the gods themselves about coming to another planet. So this is the road that not just my books, but I have traveled from being a schoolboy, saying, "Excuse me, my teacher, why do you say giants?" To writing